On Sunday, and I had heard about it already, but it hadn't gotten to like nearly this stage. It was more like kids just like talking about what had happened. Like there were differing stories. Like some people, like I heard kids jumped a cop. I heard like cops were beating up kids. I didn't really know. And then I got a text message from Garrett. It said like this kid was getting held down and maced in a pool of his own blood, and like shit was going down at Colby. So.
It's just interesting. Before even clicking on the articles and reading the articles, just looking at the head, like the heading, the name of the article, you could tell already which like side they were going to be portraying. And like WCSH 6 like had like right in their article like 3 drunk Colby college students get in altercation with police, arrested, blah blah blah, and like the negative connotation that's attached to like a drunk college student in the general population, like automatically before someone even reads that article, they have like that like already like that thought in their head, like that portrayal, like.
Okay, when I saw student A walk in, I said, "Hey, it's all right. We got it covered. It's all right." And he was just asking how, you know, what's going on, because he had been with him. And earlier, when I'd been speaking with security and EMTs, they had wanted to talk to me because I had been with the student, and they wanted to know how he had been. How he actually was, and he wanted to speak to someone who had been there earlier. So it only made sense to me that they might want to speak to someone else who was there, and immediately they were aggressively, they didn't want him anywhere near near the old student, which is also a little strange considering I was in the room with 2 other students right away. We just walked into sober room and we were not told to leave, we weren't told anything. First they put their hands on him. Of course he said, "Why are you touching me?" And within moments, he was pushed outside, taken to the ground. I didn't know what to do and was standing feet away from him while they had him on the floor. And I was just crying, saying, "Student A, it's going to be okay. It's going to be all right. Don't worry. Just please calm down." And they threatened to arrest me. They said, "Back off, get away," because they didn't want anyone there. They kept telling everyone to close the SOBU door because they didn't want to see it. They didn't want to see what's going on. Student A had been screaming, "Get the camera," for I don't know how long, but I didn't even know there was a camera to be gotten yet. Obviously, things escalated very quickly and needlessly.
To go down there. What compelled you to hop in the car?
Well, I was curious after I heard the story from Jim last night, and then this morning Conroy was looking it up on the computer, and I walked into his room and we read some articles about it. Saw they were having this walkout at 12, and I immediately felt like this. I felt like I had to be a part of that and go see what was really going on, because that's a pretty significant event to have happen in someone's student body right in the community like that. I mean, that's powerful. If that happened at Umaine, there would definitely be some serious repercussions.
There'd be some, I bet it'd
right.
be more.
I mean, that's a mighty takedown. So it's good that other places can show their concern and be a part of someone else's. I mean, it's all a common thread for us to work together and try to stomp that stuff out in reality.
We were walking towards them. I was actually stopped by one of the officers, and he asked me, "Where were you going?" I told him I was going to security to get to the bottom of this. I wanted to know their protocols, and I wanted to know where my friends were. They told me nobody was in security to answer your questions. And then verbatim, this is what they said to me: "If you don't go in your room right now, you'll be arrested." It was as if martial law was enacted. And then a friend of mine said something to security, and that's when they told him to stay where he was, put his hands behind his back. He was very compliant, he did so. But security rushed towards him, officers as well, and they proceeded to slam him down to the ground. And my friend told me, "Watch this situation, watch this unfold." And then I told him that I'm gonna witness everything. And they brought him away, and an officer approached me and told me, "Leave this area right now." I told him that I'm just witnessing the situation, if that's wrong. And then he cut me off and said, "We'll take you to jail right now." And an officer came towards my way and said, "Should we take him down?" Now, I didn't come to Colby College for that. And I don't think that's right. This is our community, and we should take it back.
Yeah, dude, they didn't say anything.
Yeah, so who are those two guys?
Well, the first one was our president, the other one was just the dean.
He's the president and he didn't even apologize. Oh man, what the hell?
Did you see them both when they're like call their parents and both just like,
Shit.
No, don't call her parents.
The entire time.
All to the security, like the idea of suspending the security during the investigation. It was not even brought up.
Yeah,
He didn't respond to anything.
No, yeah, he didn't respond to any demand because they don't have to because he's a dictator.
Did you guys get to sign letter to the trustees?
Oh, for sure.